This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
Feeling good?
Feeling good. Feeling better.
You feel better? High energy?
I got my energy good.
Remember that when I got up and I did some shadow boxing?
Yeah.
That was a good episode. Should we shadow box off mic?
No, I'm good.
No, I don't want to either. Fine.
It makes it hot in this hot room.
That is true.
Yeah.
We got to beat the heat.
Yep.
Welcome to another episode of the Royal We. You want to banter? You don't want to banter?
No, that banter's good.
Why are you looking at me? How dare you?
I was waiting for you to finish your line, man.
I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
Welcome. What we normally do is we read headlines, but we do not read the articles because facts will get in the way. We just guess about what do you think that one did? What's that one? Who's this? If you guys want to send us headlines, and you should, you guys can do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. Let's just slap right on into it.
Slap into it.
This is episode 2 of another Power Hour.
Yep.
A cacao.
Yep. We got to cram them in.
All right.
I'm eating candy at the beginning. I'm breaking all the rules. Going full snake house.
Quit strangling me. Let's start on a high note.
Okay.
Man has all limbs amputated. This is in medicine.
How's that happy?
After dog's lick leads to infection.
And he lost all his limbs.
All of his limbs.
Why is he letting a dog lick him all that?
He was... Dog lick him all that.
Get my words out in a minute.
I'm thinking either he was like in a coma or something and he couldn't help. And the dog just like licked him like a lollipop and eventually just his skin gave away.
No. Wake up, master. Wake up, buddy.
Dogs are known for licking.
They are known for some licking.
They'll lick forever till it hurts. You ever been licked so much by a dog it hurts you?
No, I don't like a dog to lick me.
No, I don't like it either.
People jump up and let them lick them in the face and stuff.
Oh, I'm not into it.
Dogs eat anything.
Dogs eat ass.
They do eat ass. So do I. You dirty dog.
Oh, you dirty dog.
That's what I think. What was it? Pudding. Fuck it.
What?
Pineapple goes on pizza just like tongues go into assholes. It's not for everybody, but those who like it are a bit more sophisticated.
Who doesn't like a tongue in their ass?
Probably a turtle.
Yeah, a turtle will run away.
Oh.
No. Do turtles have assholes?
They gotta have something back there, sure.
I think they got a cloaca. That's just like they have a one stop drop.
One stop drop shop.
Hole.
Yeah. Everything comes out of the hole and everything goes in that same hole. Turtles definitely love. Now, I bet they love something in the asshole. Because, man, you ever heard them going at it? You can hear. I heard them in the woods one time. I had no idea what that noise was.
The woods.
The time I was in the woods, I heard them.
Was this the same time you found a feral cow?
It wasn't feral. It was just way out of place. It was.
You came across a cow
in the forest.
What are you doing in the woods?
I used to go. I lived in West Virginia. That's where I hearken from. Yeah, I used to go in the woods all the time when I was younger.
Country mama.
Yeah, mountain mama.
Mountain mama.
Yeah.
You would know, I mean.
I would know. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River.
All my limbs are gone forever.
Doggy licked me, came down with the fever. Oh, somebody please carry me home. I have no way to do it on my own. West Virginia is a state. Yes, it is.
I have no legs.
All right. Now that we've offended all paraplegics and John Denver's ghost.
John Denver dead?
Is he? He's dead. He's good and dead.
We both looked to Zach for confirmation. Yeah, Zach's in the background of this one. Executive producer. We're like, is John Denver dead?
he just looks up from his switch and nods.
Yes.
He is a ghost.
Count it.
He's a Ghostbuster-like substance.
So this man's dog licked him into being a paraplegic.
I think he must have had some sort of... He's definitely had to have some sort of wounds on his limbs, and the dog started licking and got something in him.
God damn it.
But see, I always thought that dogs had antiseptic in their mouth and it actually help you.
Oh, it made it better?
Yeah, I read that in the Bible. Actually.
That's in the Bible?
Yeah. Hey, learn something every day, Sam. Even if it's in the Bible.
Even if. We never really 5 bags of headless birds found in New Jersey City. We talked about that last episode, but we never really talked about it.
That's true.
Because you passed
out for some reason.
So some guy came across 5 bags of headless birds.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't know then, and I don't know now. Somebody's a crazy person.
How you catching birds and they cut their heads off?
Would you see that there's a video floating around the internet now of a lady? These people are filming this lady across the street. She's just sitting on a park bench, and she's feeding birds. And then when they get close enough, she's just snatching them. It's like Chinese lady. She's snatching them up and putting them in a bag.
I mean, pigeon's good eating.
Yeah, you can eat pigeons.
That's the thing about it, man. If you're eating it, I don't feel that's so strange.
Well,
but if you're cutting their heads off and leaving them in bags for people to find.
But you're leaving the meat in the bag. You took the head. Headless birds.
Yeah, where are the heads? What's he doing with them? Making necklaces? Imagine you came across a person wearing a necklace with just dozens of heads of birds.
Yeah, and he just starts telling you about Predator 2. You know, the bone's always the same, Wobbegong.
What are you talking about?
My mind's all over the place.
You firmly have one leg planted in the 80s.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I love it. The movies were great. Everybody's coked out of their fucking gourd.
Oh, necklace of bird heads? That reminds me of this hit movie from the 80s, Predator.
Predator 2, actually, with Donald Glover. Was that the 80s or early 90s?
What the hell are you?
You know what the tagline for that movie was? He's in town with a few days to kill. Predator 2.
Let me make the joke you always make whenever we talk about a sequel. Rise of the Lycans.
Yep, Predator 2, Rise of the Lycans. I'm excited for that new Predator movie.
Yeah, look good. That's
the guy who's in one of the guys from the original Predator is the guy actually making that movie. The director, the writer. The guy with the glasses, I forget his name, from the original Predator. Shane Black. That's why he's the executive producer.
Back here.
Yep.
John Dever dead. Shane Black is the man. All right,
Yep.
we'll have more questions for you. You just sit tight. Has foreign lands. Here's one in foreign lands, a drawer we don't visit very often because it's very far to reach. You got to take a plane.
Ooh.
No, I think, why does it got to be Asia? It could be...
No. Yeah, it could be smorgasborgy.
Gross fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Strom squirting or whatever. Like that stuff in the can.
Foreign lands. Has Prince William ever had a hot dog? An investigation.
What?
It's a headline I found.
There's so much to do in the world. There's so much to do, and this is what people are doing.
Ask him. Hey, man, you ever had one?
That's for me to know and for you to find out.
I'm trying. Have you?
I'm Prince Charles.
No,
The end.
Prince William, but all right.
Oh, Prince William.
Here we go. Hey, Zach, has Prince William ever had a hot dog? You heard it here first.
Conclusive.
No.
Close the book on
A
that
delicate no. Okay, well, here's another one in foreign lands.
That went nowhere.
No sweat.
Huh?
Japanese company sells advertising space on women's armpits.
What?
Who's seeing that?
Now remember, you have to walk down the street with your arms over your head for at least 2 hours a
What, it
day.
just says Mountain Dew? The Mountain Dew logo's there? Like, what the fuck? Who's buying that?
Yeah.
The thing is, you know what? It's crazy enough. It might just work. I would look.
It's probably because they're it. And where's that at?
Japan.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, there's a big... no.
It's all beginning to make sense.
Yeah. Because they have a big armpit fetish there. Yep. As big as perhaps feet in other parts of the world.
I've never understood.
Armpits as big as feet. No, they do. And they'll like lick armpits, and tickle armpits. That'll be the whole thing. They'll like blindfold women. I mean, I found this through strictly just research.
Right, of course.
For this episode.
Right. Right. But can you imagine though? Like, so imagine a woman is standing in like a public space with her arms up, and she has logos, or like,
and dudes are probably perving. That's why they're reading them. So it's got to be.
Not even. I would catch my eye. Wouldn't it catch your eye if the Mountain Dew logo was on a woman's armpit?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's gonna be Mountain Dew.
Extreme armpit dew.
I don't think Japanese people are advertising Mountain Dew. But
Mountain Dew armpit.
I don't think armpits come into the ad copy.
See us also on armpits.
No, I don't. Why would you make an advertising the ad?
That talks to you like this.
It's just an ad for something because you're going to look at it.
I drink Mountain Dew. Why don't you? I saw we're coming back to it. I saw an old ad in a Playboy from the 80s. Yep. That was given to me in a big box called the Box of Sin. And it was just a whole bunch of old 70s and 80s Playboys. And the ads in them were fantastic because that was one that just had this grizzled old cowboy and like a sepia tone. The whole page was sepia toned. Close up of his grizzled face and mustache and hat. And he's just looking at you like he wants to whip your ass. And it just said, I smoke Winston's. Why don't you? That was advertising. Okay, I can't argue with that, man.
God damn it. I bet you advertising, like any idea. I mean, it seems so obvious now because we were like just pummeled with advertising. Mm-hmm. We probably see more advertising in a day than people did in like their whole goddamn lifetime.
Yeah. Like we're talking about too, and all the ads were like, now they're more succinct. They used to be these big paragraphs telling you about like, it's a car and it's like the whole history of how it was developed and like the photos in black and white.
Right.
Taking up 2 spaces. 2 spaces.
2 spaces. 2 whole armpits.
2 armpits where they continued on the other armpit.
I mean, if you're going to be advertising women, just take a woman in a skimpy bathing suit and just like put tattoo, like not tattoos, but like fake, those like semi-permanent tattoos.
It's because armpits are a big thing.
It's why
it would be the same thing as putting them across a woman's cleavage, like in the States or something. I mean, they like some cleavage too, but it's like it's just as much. It's like fetishized.
But you know what I'm saying? Like if you just put a woman in a thong and then put the Pepsi logo but on her ass,
right,
and then put her on a pedestal. She's up on high and like eye level.
There's a joke there, but I'm not making it.
You put the Pepsi on the pedestal.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The Pepsi.
You wouldn't want to have your product. You wouldn't want to have a food product on an ass.
And a pedestal. Can't even get to it. We've turned into like an old sitcom.
All right. Let's do... here's another that will stay firmly in Japan. We're going to say in the 80s and Japan. Here's Japan in the 80s.
Firmly in Japan.
The real reason people rent middle-aged men in Japan.
Okay, I've been confused on the reason.
Here's a lot of reasons floating around. I don't want you to be confused. Yeah. Here it is definitively.
I've been telling people all kinds of nonsense. I need to know.
Here's the real reason that people have been renting middle-aged men in Japan.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't tell us.
End of headline.
We got to click that eventually.
One day.
One day.
What do you... Okay. We'll each brainstorm a reason.
Okay.
Let's take a moment to think. Jeopardy theme.
Yeah, I'll put the Jeopardy theme here. It's a good idea. It took me a full 8 seconds to realize that.
All right, I got something.
I've not even been thinking. I was just watching our levels on the recorder.
And we're not talking.
I know. I was like, huh. All right, I'll spit something out. What do you got? I'll just make something up. I ain't really thinking. I ain't gonna think. I'm gonna fucking sit here. Let you do all the work, like every week.
I imagine a middle-aged man maybe can pose as like your boss.
Ooh, actually, I think you're spot on. They could pose as like your dad or a person.
But what reason would you need that though?
Say I need an excuse for work.
Oh,
and you could get this person to pretend to be your dad and be like, oh, they had to go somewhere, or they pretend to be like your doctor. Fraud, basically.
We're talking about fraud.
Fraud.
But at that point, why wouldn't like your buddy do it? Why do you need to rent a middle-aged man?
Because they might know your buddy. And your buddy, you just call a company. They're slick, professional. Listen, I need a middle-aged man. He needs to have
at that point, you're not renting a middle-aged man. What
are you doing?
You're hiring an actor to play, like, this says you're renting a middle-aged man.
Well, if you're hiring somebody, you're essentially renting them.
Yeah, but you're not, like, a bunch of movers. A bunch of movers are probably middle-aged men. You're not renting middle-aged men.
Technically, I think you are. You pay them money to have them for a short time to do things, and then they go away. Same as a movie. You pay them money, and the movie comes, and you watch it, and then it goes away, and you have rented it.
And then that is the end of the renting.
Can you purchase the middle-aged men for 4 times the rental price?
Can you rent to own?
Oh. Rent what you need at Old Man Co. The only way to shop. That's an actual ad from the 80s, goddammit.
I read that in an armpit.
Imagine singing armpits.
Okay, go on.
On the spot. When you just lift up your armpit, it's like strangers in the night, exchanging glances, strangers in the night. It probably should be singing ads. That's what I originally thought. Then I thought that might be funnier. In a
Empire.
Oh, yeah.
Today. What's another ad song?
Chili can be served with cheese. God damn it.
Okay, let's go. Here's one in bullshit / what?
Huh?
This, you might have heard about this because this is a pretty popular goof grease it's been sweeping the nation.
Okay.
You know that sarcophagus? They found that black sarcophagus somewhere in Egypt. Like they found like this sarcophagus deep in the sand, and they don't know what's going on with it.
No, I don't know anything about this.
Well, they found a sarcophagus, and people,
they
open it up. People want to drink the red liquid from the newly opened 4,000-year-old sarcophagus.
Let them. Fuck them.
Like, let me drink it.
Let them. I hope they turn into like apocalyptic end gods. And just...
I am become old god.
I say that now. Like I used to... But as soon as it happened, I'd be like, man...
And we're on the fringes of society, and this recording somehow like survives, and we're like trying to like we've banded together with like a dozen people, or more than that, maybe 1,000 people, and they like at our hearing for whether we can live with them or not, they play this like you said, let them drink it.
Yeah, I did. Because I thought they would die, not turn into actual.
And you get your like what's that called? A stick
whatever.
With a bag on the end of it.
Oh, a hobo bundle.
A bindle.
Hobo bindle, yeah.
Yeah, and you take your bin, you're like, all right, sorry, boys, I'll be out on the other side of the hill.
Mm-hmm. And I walk away as the Incredible Hulk thing plays.
And a big fucking tentacle comes out of the sky and grabs you.
Boom, beam, boom, beam. Boom, beam, boom. Blah! That's all she wrote. In the gods, she wrote.
People, it was in an Egyptian sarcophagus, and it's got a deep red liquid, and they're like...
That's got to be a gooified person.
4,000 years old? It survived?
I don't know. A sarcophagus is black. That's really creepy.
Yeah.
But what liquid survived 4,000 years?
All right, I don't know.
And it's the Ghostbuster substance, man.
Let me drink it.
I'll have to admit, if I was out there...
I'd smell it.
You know, Chlogin. What do you call that?
I don't know. No, you're not making it. What are you doing? Scrapbooking? What are you talking about?
Not a collage.
You said Chlogin.
I said Chlogin. It's not a word.
Spelunking?
No, that's the word that I thought, and I thought it's not the same thing. You're just an archaeologist.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was thinking, what's the word they do? Archaeology, and you're Chlogin. Okay, I won't try to make up any more words this episode. You're out there doing archaeological studies. See, wouldn't a word like Chlogin just make that a lot easier?
But, I mean... You're not going to go to school for fucking 14 years to become an awesome archaeologist. Be like, I'm out there clogging every day.
Out there clogging. It's just, bring it to the level of squatching. But, yeah, and you've been doing that for years, and you discover this thing. You're like, holy shit, it's different than the rest. It's shiny black. We've never seen a black one. And you open it up, and it's full of deep red liquid, 4,000 years old.
I would definitely smell it.
I would be like, because, I would definitely smell it.
I would like, waft it. I'm not going to like put my pinky in and go,
Cherry demi-glaze.
Cursed liquid.
Yeah, definitely makes you think about cursed liquids. Well, I mean, just test it. I want to figure out what's in it. I want to hear more about this story.
Yeah, well, it's either this or the real reason that Japanese middle-aged men have been being rented.
Yep, I think we can probably click them both. Because I think the middle-aged men thing is that they are renting people. I think you're right.
Pose as their boss or something?
Yeah. Pose as middle-aged men with purpose.
let's open up science drawer
Okay.
and then get on out of here.
All right.
It's a quick one this week, folks.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the energy up. Parasite found a cat poop can help people overcome their fear of failure.
Yeah, it's called, I know about that.
Oh, really?
Shit, what's that called?
The toxoplasmosis?
Toxoplasmosis.
That makes you, I thought it like made you like love cats more. Like find them
No,
sexually attractive.
it overrides the fear receptors in your brain. That's why whenever like mice and shit get or a cat, it's like they'll get and they'll just like walk right up to stuff. They have no fear anymore.
Huh.
So yeah, if you got it, but you wouldn't fear anything. But you would do irrational shit. You just like go and fall off the top of a building because you weren't afraid of falling.
But I mean, as a higher functioning thing, we would understand the consequences of doing that. Just because we're not afraid of it, we're not going to just.
I guess maybe it's some sort of modified, like we've localized the isotope.
But don't like 45% of the whole population of the Earth have toxoplasmosis?
Yeah,
Some ridiculous number.
a bunch of them.
I feel like that's why people like cats, because I really don't like cats. And I feel like the people who like cats get the parasite because they like cats, and that makes them like cats more. And it's like a circular thing.
Could be. I like a cat as much as I like anything. I mean, I like a cat. I like a cat's company. I just don't like cleaning out their shit box.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I would have like a cat just rolling around something. Yeah, because they provide you with tactile pleasure. That's what I used to yell at my cat.
Tactile pleasure.
Come, I desire tactile pleasure. And I'll just rub it on. But then they're kind of like independent. Like a dog is too needy.
I'm into
and
that.
And a cat's just kind of like, it comes around, you pet it for a little bit, then it fucks off and does its own thing.
I'm into that. But I just don't like any part of my life being dictated by a beast. It's like when I see shit on the street, I'm like, why do we live in a society where people have beasts and I have to deal with their shit?
That's another reason, like dogs. It's basically like, I don't know if it's like you're married to this animal or something, like, because it's like you can't like do anything on a whim. It's like, let's just go.
I'm gonna go home, dip my dogs out.
We're already out. Let's go do this while we're out. Like it'll be fun. No, I gotta go take my dogs out. Which I guess that could be a good excuse, but it's an actual thing.
Welcome to the Pros and Cons of Pets cast.
Yep, podcast within a podcast.
Podcast within a podcast. Today we're really going to get down to the nitty gritty of dogs versus cats. Let's get an aye and a nay. Cats? Nay.
I would say aye on a cat. I don't like a cat.
Ayes have it. Dogs? Nay.
Nay.
Oh. The nays have it. This has been the Pros and Cons of Pets. No, this is
will just vote cats, dogs.
This is, okay. What's that called? Pet propaganda cast? Pet
Propaganda cast?
Pet peeve cast. Pet peeve pets cast. Cat peeve podcast. We'll workshop it. Podcast within a podcast. Just stumbling down the pun stairs. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's probably that. So let's know. These scientists think plastics are shrinking penises.
Plastics?
These scientists specifically. I like the way that one is.
The ones with tiny penises.
Yes.
Hey, it's all this plastic.
God damn it.
We gotta prove this, guys.
I saw recently a study that didn't make it to the grease, was like 75% of all men are showers, not growers.
Oh, yeah?
So there's like 74 or 70, some 70% men are showers and not growers.
Showers and not growers.
Right. And they had all these like really specific jargony explanations for the qualifications of a grower over a shower. It was a funny read.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But like it wasn't tongue in cheek. Like it was like a legitimate,
right?
Just like, I'm a science and I'm doing fat asses make women smart.
Yeah, fat asses make women smart was one.
Oh, crowbar away from that. Here's one in medicine. Doctor, there is no cure for ghetto booty.
There's no cure.
Once you got that ghetto booty, ain't
no. Is it? There's no cure for the actual ghetto booty, or there's no cure for loving that booty. You know what I mean? Once you caught it, once you caught the booty,
who's coming to you like, doctor? Asses are ruining my life.
I can't.
My love for asses is just I've given everything away.
Doctor, I love bad bitches, and it's a fucking problem. Yeah, I like the fucking. It's a fucking problem.
Unlike Jay-Z, I got only one problem, and it is bitches.
The ass. Well,
what do you want to play? What do you want to read? You want to read the Japanese and then get on out of there if it's exactly what we thought?
Sure.
So, okay, the real reason that the people rent middle-aged men in Japan. Let's play the card.
We didn't play a card the last episode.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, the cat that was mayor.
Oh. Okay.
Let's play the card. This one doesn't have a...
Oh, there's no link?
Oh, how unprofessional am I? So I gotta Google it. The real reason that people are renting middle-aged men in Japan.com. What was I looking at? Did you see what that tab was? The real reason that people rent middle-aged men in Japan is because they excel at lending an ear to strangers. They just listen to your shit.
What?
Unless you have interesting input coming into you all the time, you will psychologically die. Wait a minute, how does this open? CNN.
Whoa.
Unless you have interesting input coming into you all the time, you will psychologically die.
So if they're saying if you're not mentally stimulated at all times, you'll die psychologically?
People live too seriously, and that kind of narrows their vision. What is this? That's a...
You learn by seeing through other people's eyes.
Their accumulated wisdom of middle-aged men in Japan. Wearing a t-shirt with a miniature panda bear print. Ken Sasaki, 48. Okay.
I get it. It's basically you're just getting old man advice. You're getting dad advice.
Yeah.
If you know, you're like, man, I have this problem. And they tell you, you know what? I know you think it's a big deal now, but all that shit don't mean shit. And then you...
We're not old men.
No.
No. I mean, we're getting there. But
Yeah.
but a lot of things I used to worry about. I remember like these big, like weighty things.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I don't remember a single test I've taken.
Yeah, none of that matters.
Not even a little.
No.
I never even took the SATs, and look what I'm doing.
It's like people get all upset because everybody's listening to their favorite band. Like, it used to be my band. Like, don't worry about it. That doesn't mean a fucking thing.
Instead, listen to this podcast.
Yeah. You're probably going to get cancer. That's what you need to be thinking about. Don't give a shit that everybody's listening to the fucking... whatever some underground shit that you're listening to two couple years ago. Now, 20 years from now, you better start fucking taking care of yourself, or you're going to get the fucking tumors. That's what's important.
Now shut up now. Listen up.
Quit eating plastic.
Making my dick small. You eating plastic's making my dick small. What was the other one? What was it? Do you want to? What do I want to read? The sarcophagus. The red liquid?
Was that it? Yeah.
There was red liquid. There was no cure for ghetto booty. There was dog lick infection. Ghetto booty, red liquid, and sarcophagus.
Go to red liquid because I don't know anything about that. It's probably just what we think. It's not going to tell us anything that we don't know by that headline.
Just that people want to do it.
Yeah.
Whoa. It is a liquid.
It is, and it's full of bones. That is gooified people. Ooh. Look at her poking it with a stick. Poke it. Give it a good poke.
Now, one guy actually wants to drink the skeleton juice.
Skeleton
juice.
He's
a video games producer.
CNN.
He launched a petition. The petition is, let people drink the red liquid from the dark sarcophagus.
Let him. Just let him. We don't need them.
We don't need them.
Poke and goo with a stick. You shouldn't need a petition to be a fucking dummy.
We need to drink the red liquid from the cursed dark sarcophagus in the form of some sort of carbonated energy drink so we can assume its powers and finally...
Oh, so he's a lunatic. He's not... We should have known. We should have known. Of course that guy wants to turn it into a fucking carbonated energy drink. Holy shit. Let him do it.
One user said, why? And he said, I don't want it to go to waste.
Bet that man's fridge is a monstrosity.
But imagine if you do become, like, you drink it and you just, like,
start glowing out of your eyes and mouth.
And you become Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's all so clear.
Well, then everybody'd start drinking it. We'd just be all Manhattans.
Or you become a vampire. You know, like, that's how vampires start.
Oh. Do that.
Oh, shit. 4,000 years. And so this guy was he was doing some Egyptian shit and he was a vampire and they locked him away in this dark sarcophagus, not under a pyramid or something, just fucking in the sand somewhere.
Yeah.
4,000 years later, they come across it, open it up, and his body's just gooified from all the blood and virgins and stuff he was drinking. Man, he was a vampire. He was a vampire.
Vampires drink virgins?
They drink virgins. I saw it on the inside of
an armpit. Yeah.
No. And, this has been another episode of The Roy Way. I want to thank Kishi Bashi for letting us use the song Intro/Pathos, Pathos off the album 151A.
Yeah.
If you guys want to send us headlines, you guys can do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. I want to thank Zach for being over here playing Switch. He's kind of like the guy off screen. There's no screen. Playing Switch, laughing at us. Lending us his dark energy so we can finally die. That's what it said.
Yeah, it did. So
he said, yeah. So we want to drink. We want to turn it into a carbonated energy drink,
so we can drink its dark energy and finally die. Listen, man, there's a lot other ways to finally die than drinking 4,000-year-old vampire Ghostbuster-like substance. Let him drink it. Fuck him.
Good night, Dad.
Not a collage.
You said collagen.
I said collagen.